I am reusing yesterday's setup because I'm tired. And I like the setup. The setup looks cool. It is Sunday. It is Get this out of the way. It is Mother's Day. Today. I worked pretty early. I didn't get much sleep. Last night's video, I was super. You could probably tell in the video, I was super energetic and super excited to film, which is a good thing. Like I was saying, I like making these videos, and I find it fun, and I find it nice to be able to debrief my days. Like I feel like I didn't really have an outlet to do this before. I guess I talked to people and stuff like that, but I never really like talked about my day in this kind of way. Before I started doing this, I just kind of had it all in my brain, thought about it. Maybe I didn't think about it. I rolled my eyes there because I was like, typically I just smoke weed, and that's when I'm doing my reflecting. Um, I talk about weed a lot in this series because I feel like I'm slowly like slowing down with it, which is kind of crazy that the first day that I did this I was smoking, but as I'm slowing down with it, I'm kind of reflecting on it more, and thinking about it more. I didn't really have an outlet to do this before. I wasn't really reflecting on my days before, and I feel like that wasn't really healthy. And as I'm getting more comfortable with these videos, it's becoming more exciting for me to do them all. But today specifically, I'm very tired. It was exhausting. Yeah, all that to say, like I didn't like journal before. I didn't really like write. I didn't type up anything. I didn't. If I did talk about my day, it would be me talking to one of my friends or something like that. People's lives get busy though, and uh, I feel like depending on other people to talk to get that out is kind of, not that it's a bad thing, but it can't always be reliable, and sometimes you feel like you need to talk and you can't, and so I wasn't before, but now I have this, which is kind of good for me. I think that's another thing is I realize that I don't like to speak in certainties. I say I think after everything. It's just a habit that I have that as I get more comfortable, I'll probably drop. And that too, as I say, after everything. Today was just busy. Um, Work was good though. We were all hands on deck. It was busy like we expected it to be, uh, but we had a solid team of people. But it was a working day, and we got paid for a working day. So once again, financially up. Oh, I gave my mom her gift, and she loved it. I was so happy to see her reaction for it. She wasn't expecting it at all. She loves the color. She's like, oh, when do I wear it? When am I gonna have an opportunity? That's the thing, is that she gets things that she likes, even things that she buys for herself. She gets, and she likes them, and she likes them so much that she doesn't want to like just wear them whenever. It needs to be an occasion, right? And I'm like, it's a tracksuit, right? You can wear it whenever. She's like, oh, it's a little cold tonight when we were out. I started doing the lawn. I'm starting that project again. But when we were outside, it was like a little chilly, and I was like, oh well, you're not good thing you're not doing any lawn work. You can go throw on the tracksuit. And she goes, throw on the tracksuit for this, right? But she's like, I have an airport outfit now. But we're just different that way. I buy things to wear things. I don't think there's many items that I have right now that I'm afraid to wear, and I definitely like, as I grew up as a kid, I would always have like the clothes that I don't touch because they're too, I don't know, they're for an occasion kind of thing. But nowadays I buy things to wear them. I buy things to use them. So I think Aiden's kind of the form factor of that too, because we had a conversation about shoes, for example, and for a long time I would try to keep my shoes as clean as possible. And then eventually something would happen. I'd go play a sport or something, or I'd go on a hike or something like that, and they get ruined a little bit. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't really care that much to clean them. They'll just be whatever, beater shoes or whatever. But he's like, I kind of like my clothes to feel like they're worn. I like my shoes to feel like they're worn and everything like that. And I think I kind of adopted that from him in the years that we lived together. Started working on the lawn. We have so many weeds, so I did a lot of weed picking. I didn't go to the gym. Don't really have anything deep and philosophical to say or talk about necessarily today, I don't think. recently, because I want to get into teaching, something that I have to work on. Not that I necessarily have a bad temper, but definitely a factor of my life that will become even harder to deal with as I get older, and especially if I want to go into teaching and I'm dealing with the youth, is being more patient in scenarios. Patience and keeping your life at a equilibrium, a place of calmness. I remember I was playing the game probably like a month or two ago at this point, and I was like, I think I figured it out, guys. To my friends that I was playing with, we're playing COD. I was like, I think I figured out how I can wake up every day and be happy, and it's just to be blessed with everything that I have. Whenever I get down about anything, just remember how fortunate and blessed I am to have the things that I do. Look around a little bit, just be like, this is what I've built with my 23 years of life up until this point, right? So just always be grateful for everything. Like, be grateful to be alive, be grateful to be able to feel. Obviously there's things that make it hard to be grateful, I've had some downs even since I've had this conversation and since I've had this epiphany, but there's always something to be grateful for. The best way I can describe it is when I went through a heartbreak, my most recent heartbreak, I kind of flipped my perspective because of I can't remember his name right now, but it's a comedian that has a TV show, and I saw a clip of it. He was talking about the fact that the whole love as a whole is an experience, and the breakup is kind of part of the experience. If you broke up with somebody and you felt absolutely nothing, then you weren't truly in love with them. And as much as it hurts, you can always flip your perspective to kind of realize that the hurt is part of the experience, and you should feel grateful that you were able to form a connection with somebody that closely and that tightly, that you can miss them and you can reminisce on the things that you liked about them. And the main character was saying, this feels like it's the bad part, and I just can't wait for the bad part to be over. And the guy says, you think this is the bad part? This is the great part, is when you get to reminisce. You get to look at the situation without your rose tinted goggles on, and you're stepping back and reflecting, like we're reflecting here, and reflecting feels great. And you realize what you had and what you have and what you built, and it's like looking at you're building a house, and you're looking at the house that's absolutely complete. While you're building it, you're probably not thinking, wow, this house is beautiful, right? You're thinking, oh, I gotta put up this infrastructure there, and the flooring still needs to be done here, and I still need the ceilings done there, and all the lighting in here over here, and furnishing there. And you're moving too fast to be able to step back and appreciate it while you're doing it and while you're in it. But after everything's built, and you can sit in your living room and you can take a deep breath, and you can look around you, and you can realize what you built, and you can reminisce on it, and the whole experience and all the fun moments and memories that you have in the process of building it, that is the great part. Now, if you think of a breakup as that, so you're moving out of a house that you just built, right? And you're like, I'm now parting ways with all this stuff, and I'm so sad, and this and that. But think of all the memories, right? If you didn't go through everything up until that point, then you wouldn't have this connection with that house versus just going to a random listing and seeing a random house and, oh, okay, this house means nothing to me right now. I thought it was cool that they had the island here and they had the backsplash on the kitchen there, and I thought maybe this aspect of this and this aspect of that was cool, but you don't have those connections, right? So I think they were saying the good part of the breakup is being able to feel sad and reminisce. And the bad part is when you forget about it, right? When you forget about that person, you don't think about it. And you don't think about the relationship. You don't think about the breakup. You forget pretty much. It's not something that's on your mind every day. So I think that definitely helped me feel more grateful for my life as a whole, because I can always, even if things are bad, the fact that I'm in the position I am right now for whatever that one thing is to be my worst problem, and everything that led up to it has been an overall good experience, and I can appreciate reminiscing back on everything as a whole. I'm looking at the bigger picture, so that really doesn't have anything at all to do with patience, but I feel like, yes, I do need to be more patient if I want to be able to teach kids. And little things like stubbing my toe shouldn't get me upset, or, goddamn, my car broke, money, damn, right? Like, don't enter those situations with rage and negativity, and you won't be unhappy. So I will say goodbye, and I will say I love you, and I will say I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's an off day, so we'll see what I get up to. I'm gonna do some more lawn stuff, I think. But yeah, love you, and I will catch you tomorrow.